All right, welcome back to the Early Bird Fast channel. No, the Nice Fast channel, but we're going to start a little bit earlier because I got some packages to unbox here before our guest comes on. So I figured I'd jump on here a little bit early and say hello to everyone. And that includes Uncle Cow and Anasso and Tim B, moderator, Kelly White, channel member, Jim Miller, channel member and moderator, Robert Feely, channel member, Michael Chavez, hello, sir, and hello to you as well. There is Pareto, channel member, also Michael Morgan, channel member, Drew Dude, not Dr. Drew Dude, just Drew Dude. Hello, sir. Hello to everyone I see. Kirby Smith, channel member, good to see you. The chat is going, boo. Okay, fine. Keith the Knife Freak, channel member and moderator. There's Geo Knife in the house. Good to see you here, Clint Crosby. Still looking forward to checking out a Geo Knife when I have a chance to do so. Until the Trap Takes Us is in the house. Ron Crow, channel member. Thomas McDonald, channel member. There are already 31 folks in here. Keith, what are you spying with your little eye? Let's see. Have I gotten everybody? Marco is in the house. Hello, sir. Good to see you here as well. I think David Tooley, channel member. Tooley, my voice is breaking up there. But anyway, hey, Christopher Wheeling, another channel member. Good to have everyone here. Now, the channel is currently sitting at some kind of 27,453 subs. So whether you're new or been here a while, welcome to each and every one of you. We are growing and I love it. There's KC Cisco. Yeah, puberty is setting in. Exactly. Gonzo Hello. Good to have you here as well. Now, our buddy JD4EDC is going to join us at the top of the hour. Never had him on. We're just going to chat. We're going to have fun. And you guys are going to have an opportunity just to ask questions of both of us for our channels. Anything you would like, we will cover that for sure. Oh, Father is in the house. And whoa, what just happened? There went my phone flying. Since Oh Father's here, we may go ahead and do an unboxing. And then we got 2 unboxings here. I actually got 3. One of the packages, I'll just show you this real quick. One of the packages was rattling around, so I went ahead and opened it. But this is from TACCOM. There was a fixed blade in there and a bunch of clips, and the stuff was rattling around everywhere. So I went ahead and opened it. But this is the one that I wanted to see out of that box. This is a new TACCOM prototype. They have not named this yet, but I'm impressed. This is a knife that I will super enjoy. You have got this cool texture to it. Titanium knife, really shiny blade. I guess it's mirror. I mean, to me, that looks like a mirror polish. Come on. So, yeah, I mean, look at that. It's got a little bit of texture of some sort to it. But it is killing my camera. Look at that. Hello. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so no, it's not the unnamed, but it is unnamed. Correct. Does need a little more detail on that front flipper, but not bad at all. Hey, DK, what's up? Reminds me of the Sumo. Yeah, somewhat. You know what? That's a great point. Didn't see that. Guys, I just want to go ahead and say this. Yeah, you're just going to see a lot of knives that look like other knives. It's getting very difficult. Very difficult. There are so many knives out there. There's no way us as designers can know everything that's out there. But it is what it is. There's DK, channel members, given a membership. Thank you, Dick. Appreciate you. Where is my Dolica? There it is. Where is my super suit? There you go. Waylon got a membership. Congrats, Waylon. I think you've been a member before, but if you haven't, send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com, and I will get you some stickers. Yeah, I went through the basement with a knife with no name. I can't sing or they'll strike me. But anyway. Oh, come on. There we go. Really cool texture. Interesting knife. All right, so that one's going to go right there. Box over here. We got some in the other day. I haven't shown you guys yet either, but we'll get to those when JD's in here. All right, let's see what we've got here. This box comes by way of a big red EDC. We'll try to do pocket checks in a moment. Tell you what, if you guys don't mind, let's do pocket checks, and I will try to read as many of those as I can while I'm doing this. If that's okay with you guys, that's what I'd like to do. Yeah, Waylon, pretty cool there. Very cool. Dan Kinman in the house. Dan was having a fun little stream earlier. If you guys don't know, hey, Paul Bessemer. Hey, Bassmaster. If you guys don't know Dan Kinman's channel, go check him out. Dan's been a really friendly, cool dude. Hangs out in the chats, part of the community. Really cool. There are stickers down here. Whoa! We got some more big red stickers, which is cool. We'll stick another one of these. I got plenty of SKL stickers, but I was getting a little bit low on the big red stickers. So we will stick one of these in tonight's giveaway if I can get them all out of the box. When JB sends stickers, he sends, there's still another one down there. Nope, I think that's it now. Okay, good. All right, we got all the peanuts and all the stickers, and we are good to go. My goodness. And there goes my water bottle. So, yeah, we got the Big Red EDC stickers here. Very cool. All right, pocket check fast. Blue Stream. ZT 0470 blued out Bel Air for edge touch-up. Kentucky Holler Jack. Very cool, Anasso. Now, if I missed some pocket checks tonight, I know you guys can read each other's. Hey, none for now. Good to see you. All right. Hey, SBK. Good to have you here as well. I'll just try to read these. Maybe I won't finish the pocket checks. Got on me today. The right pocket Cold Steel 8010. Left pocket PM215V hanging on the belt loop. The Kaiser Drop Bear. I know you guys enjoy these. I don't want to leave people out. Hey, Mimo. What's up? Chris Reeve Large, Nkosi and Singo for Gonzo. Nice. Very cool, sir. There's David, rule number 9 with the ZT0512 80s camo, Lake Champlain Barlow, the Olight Arkfeld Ultra, Leatherman Wave Plus, Sapphire Victorinox Huntsman, EDC Titanium Pin, Transparent Knives Guppy, Tattoo Junkin Genius Hanks. Nice. Now, what knife is this? Oh, I know what this is. This is from O-Father, and I should remember what it is because it's from O-Father. This is the Olight Zen OAL from our buddy O-Father. Just came from Big Red. This is really cool. It feels really interesting. He says it's a different kind of aluminum alloy, I think. I'm looking forward to checking this out. This is nice. So it is an aluminum frame lock. That's interesting. Very interesting. All right, we'll be checking that one out. I'm going to add one of these Big Red stickers before I forget, because all I had in there for tonight was an SKL sticker. So now you guys get a Big Red sticker as well. All right, so that is the Zen OAL. I like that. That is pretty sweet. All right, pocket checks. I know I'm behind. Jim says, be right back. Robert says, blue Jetstream, blue sky, Fractus. Nice, Robert. Appreciate you for being a member and just for being here. Keith the Knife Freak. Must ride that. What? I almost forgot I have your knife on my belt. Okay, Keith the Knife Freak. Got it. Got it. I thought you were saying the name of the knife was the Keith the Knife Freak. Tempest Knives, Jetstream, Vosteed, Psyop for David Helka. Hey, David, channel member. QSP Penguin and a pair of 3 for Waylon, channel member. Yeah, sounds good to hear that, doesn't it, Waylon? PP Yellow, Delrin, Sodbuster Jr., and a UKPK 4 channel member, Mr. Neil Valley. And there is Big Hams. Hey, Big Hams. Good to have you here. Oh, wait a minute. Carrying QSP Dolphin, Jack Wolf, Big Bro, and a new Gene Wiseman. Did you guys see that? SBK picked up a Gene Wiseman custom in a clip point. Basically the same knife I have, except in a clip point instead of a spear. Very cool looking indeed. Got his own customization on it. Jetstream Pinion, Microburst, Parker Jotter, 3-leaf customs, Dad Coin, all for David going all Tempest. Hey, Mr. Letterman, good to see you, sir. Tucson Pry Bar and a Leatherman PS B-up, says Uncle Cal. Very cool. Yeah, it's an aluminum frame lock. That's exactly what I'm looking at here. Very interesting indeed. Olight Arkfeld, very good knife company tradition. Junior Vosteed, something or other. TPK Lake Champlain, Olight I5R, Olight O-Pin Mini, and a Junket Genius Hank. All for our buddy O-Father, channel member. More Tempest stuff. Jetstream and a Psyop from Vosteed. Gotta love it. Thank you, Mr. David. Oh, gosh, we just jumped. Driving home, got my Benchmade 940 with a TK Reblade. Nice, Ed. Good for you, sir. Another pinion and a case copper lock for James Alton. Good to see you, James. Chavez 229 Street. Full titanium GEC Urban Jack. Nice there. Boone Buckmiller. Good to have you. You sound like a new name to me. So very good to have you here. Everybody say hey to Boone. Good to have you. Fractus and an axial shift and the ever-present Dust Devil wearing it around your neck, I'm sure. Prado, thanks for being here and being a channel member. Tempest Mini Pry Bar. Interesting, Keith. Oh, look at that. None for now. Kubi Hyde earlier, but switched to a Fractus. Nice. I love that. Hey, Ian. Silly Billies. I got 2 more knives to unbox, but I'm going to try to get through some more of these pocket checks first. Just ordered a Microtech UTX 85 for my birthday. Nice, dude. Very cool. Enjoy that. Hey, Caleb, 1776. Good to see you. Hey, Jose's Blades carrying my, what does he say? My Machine Wise Mojave. Nice, Jose. Good to have you here as well. We got a lot of new names. There's Angelo, not new, but good to see you. All right. I think I caught everybody. If I missed it, wait a minute. Thomas McDonald. Thomas has the Miguel on Karaki 2 in M390 and a blue knurled titanium. Real quick, here's mine. I have the Civivi Storm Howl in that blue striped aluminum and a dirty blade. Love this knife. It was a present from my kids, 2 of my kids. I had the Tenable Shard today, also in aluminum. Okay. And I had that Blue Bone, Bora Bora Blue Bone Rosecraft. Gotta love this. Beaver Creek Barlow in that Bora Bora Blue Bone. Gotta love it. There's Aries. I might have to think about it. I mean, I've actually had some ideas on a different type of tool or pry bar. We'll see. Maybe I'll draw some out. Brian White, hello, sir. Thanks for being a channel member. And Brian's got the Kubi Supercell Dark Blast. All right, let's use this Zen OAL to open this next box. And this comes by way of White Mountain. These are 2 loaner knives that he and I talked about a while back, and they finally came in. I don't usually like blue, but that blue bone and the rose. Oh, what do you mean you don't like blue? I still love you anyway. It's okay. All right, let's see. We've got that and that. This is usually the only way that I get to see Wee and Civivi knives, unless I buy them, is if I get a loaner from White Mountain. So that's, I usually focus a lot of my energy when it comes to getting loaners from White Mountain. I focus my energy on Wee and Civivi usually. Microjet Offender? Microjet Offender? Oh, Microjet and an Offender in the pocket. Gotcha. Got it. A Neve Knife Company Offender. Very cool. Brown Sugar. Hello. Fred the Lug in the house. So this is interesting. I forget the name of this, so let me look. This is, I believe, the first ever knife design from Taylor Martin. Best damn EDC black. This is the Klingman. Now, he's from North Carolina, so I believe this to be named after Klingman's Dome, which is a really cool place on the Parkway. Hey, Blue Minotti, what's up, my friend? But the reason I was excited, actually, you guys know I didn't get a Civivi Yonder in. I didn't get David C. Anderson's latest knife in. Everybody's doing crossbar locks. Stop the crossbar locks. Anyway, so the main reason I got excited about checking this one out is we have a liner lock. Thank you, Taylor Martin. Appreciate it. So we have, this is the Klingman. Very different shape here. Definitely going to not get a lot of people saying that looks like this or that looks like that. Hey, what's up? Nope, not going to be reading your name there, but thanks. That was a good try there, or putting it on the screen. Thanks for the $5 super chat, and I appreciate it. But thank you very much. You did get a Dolica salute for your $5. But I don't read stuff like that on my channel. But it's funny. Good try. Good try. We do have a front flipper and thumb studs. This guy is super small. It is way smaller than I expected. When you see a picture, it seems like it's going to be really big, and it is just not. This is a very small knife. Hey, Kelly Weaver, what's up, man? I don't know, man. The crossbar locks are just getting out of control. No, that's not what I said, Christopher. There you go, Michael. Yeah, good. I trip up more than I don't trip up, my friend. Hammer, Jim the Hammer, the Man Hammer. Gotta love it, my friend. If you ban somebody like that, do I still get their $5? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Hey, Chris Warras. But I will say this, the detent is absolute perfection on this guy. This is nice. Now, the lock bar access stinks. I'll just say that right off the bat. There is no lock bar access. I don't get it. We've talked about this till I'm blue in the face. You got to dig your thumb down in there to get it. I don't know. Everybody likes something different, but for me, lock bar access is non-negotiable. Got you, Jim. Sounds good. If you erase the comment, then I probably don't get it anyway, but I don't care. Okay. Next knife is a Wii. So I have not had a Wii on the channel in a wee bit of time. Hey, come on, yo. How was that? This is beautiful. Wow. Okay, so I know a lot of people bust Wii's chops, but I think Wii makes some really nice looking knives. I really do. And for some reason, people don't like. Now, I know pricing wise. So this is the Wii Zenthra, I think is how you. Wow. And just look at that. That is pretty. You got aluminum foil, carbon fiber. You got titanium with this beautiful milling. You got a worn cliff blade. You know what's funny is, and I shouldn't really say this, but I drew my knife a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And I don't usually do that looks like this or that looks like that, but this looks like a knife I have in the works. Yeah, but not really. It's somewhat like it, but it's also quite different at the same time. But really, really cool. Look at that pivot. That is pretty. Oh, really? Civivi Star Flare? Is that what this looks like? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like this. Again, for me, it's going to be way more contoured than this. This is slightly contoured. Not bad, though. So that's the Wii Zenthra, I think is how you say it. Let me look at it one more time. Zenthra. Zenthra. Hey, Todd Carr. What's up, TC?
Hey, Todd Carr.
What are you doing over there?
Drugs.
Everybody's, what kind of drugs are you doing? Recreational drugs Trevor's doing. I don't even think I tried the flipper on this Zen OAL yet. Let's try that. Yeah, I would like to know more about this material. So I'm going to have to research. This is a Kin Onion design, but apparently it's some kind of aluminum that's an alloy. It is very light, feels like aluminum, but we have a frame lock. Now there is a steel insert there. What are you thinking through? I got you, bro. Hold on, guys. Trevor's in a bad way. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. That was a very bad decision. That's not gonna fit. I wish you guys could see this. Oh my gosh. Goodbye. He had a puzzle board covered in stuff and tried to fit it through a door. I should have taken a picture. So yeah, I'd like to know more about this. Let's get JD on here. Maybe JD see if JD has heard of this. I don't know. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. What's up, JD? Everybody say hey to our buddy JD4EDC, or Daily Gear Guide, I should say.
What's up, Casey? Hey, everybody.
Yeah, there we go. I want to make sure I heard you. So, yeah, this was sent to me by our buddy O-Father, and it's the Zen OAL from O-Knife, and he says it's like an aluminum alloy, but when you look at this, it's a frame lock.
Oh, wow.
So we have an aluminum frame lock. It does have a steel insert as far as I can see with my beady little eyes in there. But well,
Yeah, I can't say I've ever heard of that one.
Yeah, so I think it's some sort of new aluminum alloy. I'm gonna have to look it up, I guess.
Pretty wild looking. I like the blade shape.
Kind of cool looking knife, and it feels cool. It's got a really neat kind of feel to it. Kind of tactile, you know. It's not super smooth, but it's not gonna bug you either.
Yeah, I definitely like that blade shape. That looks useful.
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely, most definitely, and it definitely has a bit of a kin onion thing going on for sure. Feels kin oniony. Okay, that OAL aluminum is pretty tough. I took the end of a titanium ink pen and scraped it pretty hard on the scales of the knife and didn't see a scratch at all. Interesting. That's it. That's really interesting. So I have to look up more about it, but it seems like it must be flexible enough to keep the tension of a lock bar and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. And did you see this crazy thing I showed, JD, that just came in? This is the Zenthra.
No, I haven't seen that. That looks nice.
Wild. Yeah, I saw it and, thought it looked pretty cool. So I thought I'd check it out.
Yeah, Wee's been really flexing with their milling and the attention to detail on a lot of the new stuff.
Yep. Hey, what's up, DK? He's got the Rosecraft Walleye, the Olight Seeker 4, and an Olight S2 Mule? I don't know. S2 MUL, we'll just say. I don't know. And then I showed off this thing, Taylor Martin's first design, Best Damn EDC, the Civivi Call.
I saw that one on Instagram. It's got a real Persian-esque tip to that one. I don't know how I feel about that. I need to get one in hand and see.
Yeah, I thought I would check it out. It's I don't know if he was trying to kind of negate that by having this down and then up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's definitely going to be that pokey tip.
Do you know if he was aiming for it to be like a hunting knife, like a Skinner kind of blade shape?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to ask him. I've never spoken to the guy, but don't know. I thought the reason is, JD, this is the absolute God's honest truth. Every YouTuber who's putting out a knife, well, not every, some of the YouTubers putting out knives like David C. Anderson and Zach in the Wild and some of these guys, they're all doing crossbar locks. So when I saw this was a liner lock, I'm like, I'm going to support this guy.
I feel that. I feel that for sure.
I just feel like there's an avalanche of crossbar locks. And if everyone did them like QSP, this is the glide lock Ripley?
Yeah, the Ripley.
I think so. Pretty cool. Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, the Ripley.
Again,
and then the
crossbar lock.
Yeah, the Jacob Lundquist one, the Vault, that one also has a real good crossbar lock on it. Hey,
Tyler. Wait a minute. He just walked by me. How could he be in the chat and then just walk by me? How does that work?
Hey, Kathleen. I see people in the chat now. It took a minute for it to load up for me.
Yes, sir. Hey, Addicted. Well, guys, if you don't know, JD, or, this gets real confusing because I've always called him JD, but Daily Gear Guide.
Yeah, it's still JD. Channel's Daily Gear Guide, so everybody still calls me JD in chat and comments, so that's why I have
when you're referring to your channel. Keith, I saw this weekend was complete with you using the Dust Devil as a hunting knife and somebody else using their Dust Devil as a steak knife at a restaurant. So I'm like, yeah, how can it get any better than that? I mean, that's perfect. But JD here has a YouTube channel, obviously Daily Gear Guide. As a matter of fact, I'm sure one of my mods has already done this, but I just so happen to have his channel up here. So we'll put a link. JD, tell us about, why. How'd you start? Why did you start a YouTube channel? How did you start getting into knives? what's this channel all about, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
So honestly, I'd always hated like the pocket knives I could buy locally. It was like a Gerber or something you found at like Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that. So honestly, it just like what's a affordable quality knife on YouTube, and it just spiraled from there. Like I'm not gonna go too in depth into it, but I started seeing knives, and then what was happening is you would have these channels recommending like this or that, like an Elementum, and I got it, and I was like, man, this is just too small a knife. Or the Rat 2, they were saying this is a good one. That was another one that I picked up, and it was too small. So then I was kind of like, well, I'd like to give my feedback from someone that has a larger hand, that prefers a knife. It could be small, but that was still nice to handle ergonomically. So I liked some of the quality of some of the recommendations, but not necessarily the size. So that's what kind of prompted me to get into the channel a little bit. And then, I discovered your channel. I discovered Lefty. Metal Complex early on was one of the channels I discovered as well. So just kind of listening to some of their input, and then kind of finding what it is that I did and didn't like, and wanting to share my experience with it was the main driver behind the channel. And the other part of it for me was like the learning on how to edit,
Right.
using the equipment and stuff like that, because I'm just curious by nature. So it all kind of came together for me, and that's where the channel kind of came from.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where mine came from. I was looking for something I couldn't find and did it myself, and it just took off from there. So yeah, but Kathleen, I want to answer Kathleen's question. She asked about, I assume, Kathleen, you're talking about the Lundquist Kubi Quaken fixed blade, and the answer is the Dust Devil and the JL Quaken are pretty much the same size. I had them both in at when they first came out at very close proximity, and they're almost exactly the same size. It was funny at the time to me because we obviously designed them completely independently. His came out about 2 weeks before mine, and they're almost exactly the same size, but they're a different knife completely. Yep. Yeah, I got the big hand gang on here tonight. So
Yeah, Casey and I definitely share a lot of similar taste in knives and ergos. I know there's a few aesthetic ones that I've seen that Casey's like, no, that's not for me. But for the most part, I feel like we share a lot of the same taste.
yeah, speaking of which, I saw it. I meant to rag on him, and I didn't get a chance. I saw where Everyday City Carry Ray did a short today on this, basically calling me out. He basically said, I was chatting with a channel the other day, and he just hated this knife. What do you guys think? I think it's great. And I'm like, come on, dude. Call me out. But
Well,
anyway.
I know that Ray likes the stuff that matches his like gear that he wears, his shirts, his
Vibe, yeah.
shoes. Yeah,
Yep.
so he might not really care about the aesthetics, or like a slight, long as it's got the colorway that matches and it's fidgety.
Okay, I'll do that. And so I see it. It didn't go away. Downdraft updates. There are no downdraft updates since the last time I gave one. The last thing I said was about 2 weeks ago. Blades were in heat treat. Most everything is cut out. The handle material that I just got them was being cut out. I would assume we're going to be in assembly very shortly. So I don't like to ask them regularly for updates, because it tends. I learned that in their culture, if somebody's asking them for something, culturally they feel obligated to get it to you. I asked a lot on the microburst, and when they got here, I wish Freak Show was here because he'd probably start crying. I had so many problems with the microburst, and I never bothered them again. I ask every once in a while, I hope everything's going well. Let me know if there's anything I need to know. That's all I do. And I don't say, are they going to be ready anytime? I don't do any of that. So it is what it is. So, all right. So let's, you will know when they get here. You will know what the options are when they arrive. I will do a video and it will be like, bam, there they are. All right. So, all right, this is an interesting one. I have a list of kind of topics for JD and I to talk about, but I didn't really have this one down, but this is really interesting to me. And I think I want to focus more on JD because here's my answer. My answer is I don't really give a score. I react to a knife, good or bad. I give you the high points and the low points, but I try to keep my videos just kind of flowing as stuff comes to my mind. I don't really give a score. I give thoughts, and I'll either say, I really like this knife, or man, they could really work on these things, that kind of thing. Now, JD does a more structured scoring thing, which I think is cool. I also wonder, and I want to hear this from the horse's mouth, does that get hard for you to keep track of and remember, okay, I put this here, I want this here, or do you have a spreadsheet? How do you do that?
So what I usually do is I actually focus on the knife and cater my scoring system to that. So I felt like implementing something because one of the pieces of feedback I got was you seem to like everything. And I'm like, well, to a degree, right? Like I like it here versus here or here. So there's layers to it, right? The cost is a big factor and the materials is another big factor. So I may think a budget knife is great, but that doesn't mean when I can compare it to like a Padre or something with premium materials that I think it's equally as great as that, right? To me, there was layers to it, and a way to kind of convey that to someone who may not be able to ask questions while I'm looking at it and doing the review was doing a system where I had like a number associated with it. And that's where I kind of came up with like, if it's budget friendly materials, because people get on me about saying budget. So budget friendly materials level set at 7. So that's the best they could do. That would be the 10 normally.
Right.
And that gives me a little bit of a barrier above that to grade premium knives at a little bit of a different tier. And sometimes they don't get above a 7 if they're not well enough made. But it was just a way for me to be able to articulate it a little bit better. Because some people would be like, well, do you like this about it? Do you like that about it? So I felt like it helped a little bit. But the feedback's been positive. A lot of people like it, especially because they'll be like,
I think it's cool.
Yeah, you scored this knife in that same price point a 6, but you gave this one a 7. So it kind of lets me know where you think it ranks in comparison to one another.
So there's Father with some more information on the aluminum, OAL, I guess. So it's a twice as hard as regular 6061. Stays new. Yeah, I mean, and again, it must be rigid enough to allow it to use it as a lock bar, which is really cool. There's no stick. It's really nice.
Let me ask this about Olight. Are they now having their stuff made directly, or are they still using Kaiser like they were in the beginning?
That is a wonderful question. Father, now Kaiser was everything, but I don't know if Kaiser's got this material. So that's a great question. Father, do we know that? Who made this one?
That seems pretty innovative. What they got going on with that aluminum.
Pretty sweet. I'm sure if anybody would know, Father would know. So we'll find out here in a minute. So JD seems like a very calculated dude. I wish I was like that. See, I'm too all over the place. I literally would struggle with. Do you know, JD? I'm not joking, dude. If I had done, let's just say I'm 50 videos into a scoring system like that, and now something comes in, I really want to rank it above this. I'd be like, I'd want to scream, It's just too much for my brain to handle. So I'm glad you can do it. But it is what it is. All right, let's see. Well, we'll see. He'll say something here in a minute, I'm sure. So I was going to ask you just mentioned something that triggered my next question. So I ask myself this all the time. And I think the answer for me, I'll give the answer for me in a minute. We'll see. JD has a very calming voice and controlled and chill. You mean unlike me, Big Hams? Yes, that's exactly true. He is very calming and nice, smooth voice. But so when I started in this, everything I was doing was budget knives. It was all budget knives. I got into pass around. I started to get some more stuff. And now with Lefty, we seem to get our hands on a lot more premium stuff. And, you and me, we're the same kind of thing. We go buy some premium stuff because that's kind of what we like. So I get asked all the time, what, do you just not like budget stuff anymore? Are you a premium snob? Now, I have to give two answers to that from my perspective. There are two different answers. With what hits my collection, I would say yes. I have gotten to the point that I prefer more premium knives as far as what lands in my collection. But that doesn't mean I can't appreciate, things in a lower price range, like this Civivi here. I very much do. And I will always order the Ripley. I mean, the Ripley, and I said how good this D10 is, and then I screwed up. But anyway, I can very much appreciate great ergonomics, great cutting ability. So I guess I would give two answers. Hold on, I got to answer this question real quick. 404 Mini Bike Gang, the best there is, in my opinion.
Agreed.
They are the only ones doing the vacuum and cryo heat treat. When you're getting 62 to 63, they were 62 and a half on the microjets. On 154, that is perfect. It is, and it holds up good. That's why I kept with 154 this time, rather than going up and raking the price up. I stayed down because I'm very comfortable with what they're doing with that steel. Very comfortable.
Yeah, Kubi's 154 CM is outstanding. I would say the only other company that I've experienced that is good, but not as good, is going to be Kaiser's 154 CM. I've had very good experience with them, but Kubi's is really impressive. So is their 14C28N. I was really impressed with the edge that it held.
I agree. And that S90, what they're doing with that, with the heat treat too. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Rory, good to have you here, man. Thanks for being a channel member. Sorry for your 11-hour day. That stinks. In my opinion, big hams, yes. In my opinion. Again, you might hear a different opinion from somebody else, but I've cut with all of it, and I really, really like the 154 from Kubi. But anyway, back to the conversation. So I think it's a two-way answer for me. Number one is, in my collection, I'm preferring higher-end knives, yes. And I'm not keeping as many budget knives, but I still very much appreciate, especially the ability to put value and, cutting ability and good looks and everything together as well. So what about you? What do you think?
I don't get it questioned too much, but I have given my input on where I'm at with budget. And the thing is, I feel like with premium knives, there is still a layer of small inventory or small volume, whereas there's so many micarta and G10 knives that have 14C, 28N, and Nitro V that it's just too many to review, too many to collect, so to speak. So it has to really speak to me to stay in the collection. That doesn't mean that I wouldn't want to check one out if I thought it was interesting, or if it looked like something that I thought others might be interested in. I would like to check that out because it is interesting, especially because I know not everybody can go out there and buy a $200-$300 knife. So I do want to look at stuff and give my opinion if I think that even that $50 is best spent on that particular budget knife, or that $40 or whatever. But there's just so many budget knives, Casey. It's so hard to get my hands on all of them. It's even hard with the premium stuff because there's still a lot, but it's there again, there's a little bit of a lower production from that, so it's a little bit easier to get a hold of those. And yes, they are a little bit more interesting when it is titanium and it maybe has a Timascus pivot collar or something like that. That is a little bit more interesting than just another micarta handled knife or another G10 handled knife. But it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate a really well-built knife that is affordable and easy to recommend to someone on a budget.
And I actually, by the way, hello, Kevin Smith. Hello, Andrew Bradley. Hello, everybody who's coming in. I would say this. I'm actually think I'm rougher. And again, it's all in scale, but I'm rougher on some premium knives that have issues. For example, if you guys saw the video today, I mean, come on, a $600 Gen X Prime Arch should not have sharpening termination issues. I'm sorry, that is just not kosher to me. If I'm buying
I couldn't believe that.
All right, so JD, let's talk about this. Let's go back to this thing. I've learned recently that there must be a lot of people that just buy knives to have something cool, and they're not necessarily buying them to cut with. They're buying them because they like to fidget with them, or they like to show them to their friends, or they like to have them in their collection. And in that case, I get it. So if you're buying that Gen X Primark, money is not an object for you, and you just want to fidget with it and you're never going to cut with it, that's a pretty cool knife. But I can honestly say I've never seen another knife have a millimeter thick chunk at the back of the blade like that.
No, I couldn't believe either. I was sorely disappointed in that. Even if you want that knife to look good, you still got to have good edge termination. It's got to be a useful blade's edge. Even if you want to flick it at that amount of money, they got to get that right, in my opinion.
I guess I'm weird, okay? And I will admit this because I have $1,000 Holt Morpheus and I cut with it all the time. I don't abuse that knife in any way, shape, or form, but I cut cardboard with it. I open packages with it. I do normal EDC things with that knife. So I think if I was crazy enough to buy that crazy Prime Arch, I would want it to cut. And then you already have shortened the blade, because of the way it's built. And now, literally a half an inch of the end of that blade is not sharpened. And you would not, unless you had some real machines, you're not going to fix that.
I mean, you can even pick up a hinder and it'll at least cut. You can use the whole edge.
Exactly. So Kevin Smith says, I'm both. I like to fidget with some. I hardly carry some. Correct. Some I carry all the time. Some are safe. And that's fair. And
that's a well-rounded collector.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. So I guess, maybe I was too rough on the tomb. It's just not my vibe. Because it doesn't, I guess here's the way I would put it. Kevin, see if you can agree with this. And JD too. Here's the way I look at it. All of those things he just said. I hardly carry some. I carry some all the time. Some are safe queens, some are beaters. I still would want all of those to be a knife. Does that make sense? The Gen X Prime Arch is not sharpened all the way.
Yeah.
This is not a fully functioning knife. Okay. So to me, I think and for me, the tomb falls in that same category because I can't hold the thing comfortably.
Yeah. The Gen Arc is like a $600 paperweight to me.
Michael, I don't think so. So let me explain to you what we're looking at. I think it's important to explain this. So we had a compound ground hollow here, flat out at the tip, okay? And what they did was they did a recurve. And on that, so now you've already got a curve, and then you've got this deep, JD, crazy deep hollow grind, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
And so by doing that, instead of having hard plunge and then a soft this in, they went really soft on that plunge because it's a super deep hollow and they wanted to give that well effect. And so when they did that, it arced out at the end towards that plunge, towards the sharpening choil. And there was, like I said, a half an inch where it was anywhere between, just almost sharpened all the way to, like I said, about a millimeter thick.
Yeah, this isn't like a Devo knife where they give you that dedicated forward choil and you have a little bit of a landing spot. Nope. This was just the edge termination, for whatever reason, wasn't done right. The handle and everywhere that you want to grab onto the knife is far enough back off the blade. It would not be an issue. They could have just brought that all the way to the edge. What would have looked good is if they would have done like a Sabenza type termination and they would have had that 45 in there. That would have looked really good.
I mean, just do what Spyderco does. Yeah, exactly.
You can do that. Yeah.
Just give me something that works. Hey, Stacy, good to see you. Yeah. There's Stacy's Bolster Blades. Good to see you.
Hey, Stacey.
JD brings out all the cool people. Hey, Ron Dobbins. Yeah, I don't know. It's super interesting to me. Now, JD, I gotta ask you, have you seen I just unboxed this before you came on too. Have you seen this the TACCOM here?
Not in person. No, I've seen pictures. It looks pretty cool.
This is the TACCOM prototype that doesn't have a name. I was wondering if you had heard an update if it actually has a name, but if you haven't seen it yet, you probably haven't. I'll reach out to him and ask him. But
no, but I do love that version of it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
What a great. Somebody said it kind of has a Hoback sumo vibe to it. And I can actually, if you look at it, you kind of can see that a little bit.
Yeah, some vibes of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Different though. I mean, the end of the handle's different.
Oh, for sure.
There's lots of different stuff going on here. Definitely not a copy. But yeah, I was looking at that one. That's pretty cool. All right, guys, how about some more questions? I like the questions you guys were given. I do have at least a couple more written down over here on my phone. If we don't get more, well, I didn't really write a whole lot. So, but if you guys have questions, let me know. Pins and Pin Blades. Hello, Dylan Mallory in the house. There's a good knife designer right there. Check out Dylan for sure. So, JD, what would you say? I guess this is a weird way to ask this question, but I think you'll know what I'm saying. What's your calling card of your channel? What do you want people's takeaway to be when they watch their first JD, Daily Gear Guide video?
I mean, to me, it's more about my personality and connecting with me when you come into the channel. I at the beginning, I really focused real heavily on the knife and the product of the knife. And then I wanted to build from there to build a connection. So that's when I started to bring in a little bit of the face camera in just in the beginning. Like I didn't want to make it all about me because it's not all about me, but I wanted to be able to kind of personalize it a little bit. I know a lot of channels preface it fast growth and wanting to grow fast, but I've really been able to enjoy the slow growth because I feel like I have built relationship with a lot of folks that come and comment all the time on my videos because there's thousands of other channels they could be watching, so I appreciate that they come in. So I just like to have a personal touch and build relationship, and I know not everybody wants that. A lot of people just want to digest the information and move on, but that's really what I try to make the channel about. I take a lot of pride in the review, the time that I take to do the review, the time that I take to learn and how to edit and produce a video to put it out. So like, to me, all of that's important. So, I want to give a good experience, and I'm always learning and improving. I watch other channels to get ideas and perspective. Yeah.
I'm always trying to do something better. So, all right, we got two related questions. Right. Even if he doesn't actually design one, what would JD's ideal design knife for himself be? And then Kevin with JD, when you going to come out with a design? So there you go. We got two questions for you there.
I don't know that I'm in a space where I'm ready to design a knife. I know a lot of creators are, but I think that they're farther ahead in the YouTube game and what they've been doing and how long they've been doing the channel. I honestly still want to experience more knives because I have found that my tastes sometimes change, not just year to year, but sometimes month to month. What I like to use, and
I agree.
What I'm handling, it changes so much. So I would like to spend a little bit more time on the enthusiast side, reviewing it, taking it all in before I ever thought about trying to cross that line, because I see what it does to weigh down people like Casey, like Kevin, and it's very time consuming on top of running a channel, on top of working full time.
You have to be crazy. Did you answer this question? Do you have a spreadsheet with your knives on the scoring system, or do you just do each one individually?
No, I focus on that knife. So my scoring system is like the baseline, and then depending on how I'm feeling about the knife, that's kind of where it lands. And I leave it to you guys to determine if you're looking at two that you may be in competition for spending your money on, to see, how I scored it and how my feedback may influence your purchase or help hurt whatever it is. So
go ahead.
I think it would be too hard to kind of keep track of all. That'd be really time consuming.
So it would be horrible.
Yeah,
it would hurt my brain. Jason, I think that's the whole point, dude. I mean, look, I would be lying if I didn't say I'm focused on growth, because I am, because I'm a weirdo. Okay. I'm always trying to like push and move, but at the end of the day, I don't really care. It's about the relationships we've made. And you're right. If only thing you can buy, let's just say, is a pyrite light, that's the top of your budget, and that's all you can buy, you are so welcome here. You do not ever need to feel like, well, I can't buy a Tempest or a Devo or a Gen X Primarch, or you can't, I can't buy, some of the stuff you show. Don't ever feel, you should feel linked to this channel and to JD's channel, whether you can afford some of the knives we
Absolutely.
show.
And it's funny you use that example. I think in this household, the pyrite light that I have downstairs on my desk might be the most used knife in this house, because everybody grabs that to open their Amazon. So it's got so much love and use, and it's great because I get to see how well it's held up.
Yep. I still got one sitting here.
Yeah, that's an awesome little knife.
I need to give this one away soon, but I already got stuff out for tonight. So
mine is so used and beat up, I couldn't give it away now.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing comments, but I am doing the Kevin thing, and I'm way behind in the chat.
Yeah, kudos to you. I've thought about a guest, and I'm just like, man, I have such a hard time keeping up with the interaction in the chat. I don't know how you do it. Almost every Monday you have a guest, and I'm like, man, that kudos to you for being able to manage it both.
I think personally, the guests make it even more about the community, if you know what I mean. Now, I have had some guests that, didn't work out over time. People didn't care for them, and they've let me know about it. But for the most part, most of the guests have been, they're a lot of the reason people like coming back. Now, I try to do a balance and have myself by myself some, and guests here and there, and sometimes it gets all confused. But yep. Hey Ash, bet you're looking for a bunny number. 121. Well, actually, no, you know what? It would be 120 because we didn't do one last week. So it'd be 120. Somebody didn't do one last week. No.
Pins and Blade brings up a good point. He was talking about a Rough Rider being $10 Rough Rider being a good knife. I think it's all in what brings you happiness with your spend, right? What you put your money on. If it makes you happy, that really should be all that matters. It shouldn't matter if you spent 10 or 100, right? As long as you got a quality product, you like it, you get your use out of it. That's really all that should matter in the end.
Yep, I agree. Big Hams, thank you, man. I'm glad you feel that way. Look, I know I screw up and miss things in the chat quite often, but we are here for you guys. We do our best. Let's see. Michael, where did his question just go? Michael was asking about a price there, and it just zipped off the screen on me. 175 for a G10 Rex. Yeah, absolutely. For G10 Rex 4. Yes. 175 for G10 Rex 45 Spyderco is a great price. Right, JD? Am I crazy?
No, I think that's a solid buy.
Because I think I paid like 160 for the PM2 15V in lightweight in FRN.
Yeah.
So I think that's a very good price. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a Rough Rider. And if what makes you happy, like JD just said, I may not agree with you, but if what makes you happy is the Ozark Grail, it's fine too. That's up to you. That's why I always say when I bash on certain companies that I don't care for, which we're not going to talk about right now. Pitchmade. But if you like that, that's great. If that's what makes you happy, then that's great. Now, see, this is exactly right. Oh, Father does this all the time. He has no problem pairing a $12 Rough Rider next to a $350 Jack Wolf. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. And he does it all the time. By the way, I noticed a lot of you guys. I know Dan. I know Father. A lot of you guys, Rusty. A lot of you guys love that Rough Rider Apta. That was a great slip joint. When I had that one in, I gave it away. But hey, Gorilla, what's up, dude? Hey, Conal, what's going on? Working in the shop. Very good. I am not Big Hams, but yeah, and it's not. Look, here's the thing. I think people get sideways. I don't just bash on Benchmade because of pricing. There's some other things there too that just don't make sense to me, but that's okay. JD, how long have you been interested in knives? Says Steve. How about that?
Probably going on 5 years deep in the rabbit hole. I've always had a use for knives because my stepfather taught me how to fish, so fillet knives, and then hunting. It was always nice to have a good skinner, then a multi-purpose. So I've always had them, but it just led to frustration because I was like, I'm spending what I thought at the time was a decent amount of money on a pocket knife, and then it literally was just, what is a good quality knife for 50? I think is what I was looking to spend. I was like, I thought 50 was a lot of money, which it is good money. You can get a lot for that money, but that's what led me down the rabbit hole. And then I think for a while I was watching for the longest time, and then I was kind of like, I'd kind of like to give some input, and that again is what led into the channel.
That's really cool, actually. Sorry, I'm sending a message that I just got confused by, but that's okay. All right, I'm back. All right, so let's see. Keith, yes, you do. Pair the Dolica with everything and nothing else compares. Yes, sir. Cut that whole tree in his backyard down. Yeah, and that's really it for me too, Prado. Some of the older stuff is quite better. Dan says the Rough Rider Apta is a great little secondary carry, then a silly tiny Rybica fish knife. For a third carry, of course, the Microjet will remain at the top. There you go, Dan. Gotta like that. Been collecting knives for 20 years. Would you, Dolica? There we go. Been collecting knives for 20 years. Only realized it and got really into it about a year ago. Gotcha. None for now. Nice. So, what knives have you purchased recently that really have like? I know I see the the Stasa Devo a lot. Why am I blanking all of a sudden?
The Fireball?
Yeah. And so what are some that really click in your head and really have kind of dug in recently for you?
Right now, actually, my Tall Boy and my Fireball are on loan to 814 EDC because he didn't get to pick them up, so I offered to let him check mine out. Hopefully, they'll send back soon. But I'm so glad that you asked that because hold on one second.
All right,
I picked up this Artisan Crusoe. G-Ball recommended this to me, and it gave me a real.
Is that a Laconico?
This is Artisan Crusoe.
Is it a Laconico design?
I don't think so because it doesn't say it anywhere. And then I don't know if you can see here. That doesn't
it's
look
like a scorpion or something.
Yeah,
or something.
And it gives me like Sabenza vibes. But do you see where that pocket clip is? I'll give you one guess what my biggest gripe is.
Yeah, no, that's like the Hoback Sumo or the Kubi Sumo.
Yeah, and then on the very back, that corner.
Oh boy, yeah. Especially they did that chamfer, and then the clip. Oh no.
Yeah,
yeah.
No, I love everything about the knife, but that pocket clip.
That's a beautiful knife.
Yeah,
I like the milling pattern.
I'm gonna take it in. Huh?
I like the milling pattern too.
Yeah. So I'm glad he recommended it because I like everything about it. It is a little bit of a beef because artisans usually do a really thin knife, and this has actually got some good heft to it, and then it's got a good blade stock to it. But I definitely got to chamfer this corner out, man, because it just digs in.
Yeah, Tim, he doesn't have the comforter anymore. The guy's actually married now. He's grown up a little bit, but yeah, that's the guy. You're thinking of the right guy. That's hilarious. Hey, Kevin Smith, here's a chance to use your Dolica, JD. Kevin Smith gifted a membership, and that went to Sharp Guy. Thank you there, Kevin Smith. There is your Dolica salute, sir. And now you get a double Dolica salute, except JD does not have the fancy studs. Keith
I know I need to do that mod. I set that down to do it one day, and then it got buried by a bunch of knives I was reviewing.
There you go. You know what's funny, Keith, is it's stainless steel, but I see some staining up there.
Did you get to check out the alpha yet? I don't know if you signed up for.
I did not, but I read your
another one that I love, Casey. Look how thin that pocket clip is, man.
Yeah, not very much clearance at all. It's pretty
literally when I put it in my regular.
You know what that looks like? That looks like a first run Vero clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they first came out. And boy, it's a tapper too, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's because it's been in and out of the pocket so much that
it's just, yeah.
I don't know if you can.
Oh, okay. Dylan says the last one, what was the name of that again? The first one you had, the Caruso. It's a Nick Rogers design, niche design.
The Caruso, yeah.
Yeah, so
same as they have.
Awesome that actually, that fits a vibe for sure. That definitely, that feels
those two
niche.
Pocket clips. And Keith is on me about installing them studs. I will do it this weekend, Keith.
Yeah, do it. Clips can really make or break a knife. They really do, and it's kind of wild. You're not coming on camera again. Okay, here comes Ashlyn. Your hair looks better than mine. What you got?
I was told somebody was upset that they didn't get one last week. So one of these is 4. He can choose which one he wants.
No, it's got to go in order. All right, we'll show them. I don't know. There's 2 bunnies here. I told Ashlyn that Robert should have got one last week, and so it looks like she drew one for Robert that I may have to drop in the mail to Robert. I don't know. You want to do them in order, or you want to let him pick?
Well, if he
that is freaking awesome.
What?
This right here. Okay. So I'll tell you what, we're going to do them in number order. Okay. That's what we're going to do. So Robert, we will show you a bunny that you get for last week. I think he is. Robert, tell me you're here. So this is for your win last week. This is, got to start with the back. Killer Bunny, Warrior Bunny, number 120. There he is. Ash, you are awesome, he says. It is a Warrior Bunny. Dun, dun, dun. So that will be going to Robert. Ashlyn will pay my shipping.
No, I won't. You still owe me
I don't care. You
still owe me a new sketchbook.
Why do I owe you a new sketchbook?
Because I cut my sketchbook to pieces for you.
No skipping on the bunnies. Exactly, Aries. Tell her. Now this one is cool. This is Killer Robot Bunny, number 121. And I want JD, this is, if it'll focus. Oh, come on. Really? There we go. So when I show the bunny, JD, tell me what stands out to you. Let's see if the same thing.
Whoops.
It's a disappearing bunny.
It is. I threw it on the floor. See if the same thing stands out to you. Tell me what you see.
I want to say that the ears look like little knives.
They are. They're knife ears, man. That is freaking awesome. That is too freaking cool. So whoever wins tonight's going to get the Killer Robot Bunny with the knife ears. You got that is wild. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put that in tonight's giveaway, and we'll get Robert. I'll send Robert that one. At least it wasn't a knife. Yeah, exactly.
I know you were like, he comes to all my streams.
Yeah, I'm like, come on. Okay, fine.
Well, I made up for it.
All right, very good. Now start working on next week. Swiss Army Robot Bunny. Exactly. That's exactly right, Trouble Bunny. Good to see you here. Hey, D. Sharon as well. All right, JD, you were about to show another knife, and I interrupted the crap out of you. What you got?
Oh, I was just going to say the other one that's really been in the pocket a lot. They finally came out with the Hyphen XL.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I really love
love the
this
milling
in
on
like
that.
my
That's-
size, as I like to call it, because even
Mm.
all choked back,
I'm very
I can get all
curious
4
what a
fingers on
Frieza
there real
knife is. I
easy.
know Frieza, the character.
What's a Frieza knife? Conal. She wants to know what she knows the character, but is it just
Frieza's
got,
like my favorite
might
character
just have
from Dragon
him
Ball.
on there. Gotcha. Very cool, JD. That's sick. Makes me want to tuck a knife behind my ear. There you go, CV. Interrupted the crap out of you. Yep, that's me. Oh, come on. You can't. Oh, you're watching us on the TV. JD, we're on somebody's TV right now. Watch out.
Oh, I don't know that I want to
now,
be on
Robert.
that large of a screen.
No, I don't think we should be on that large of a screen. No, Robert, I got your address. I'll take care of it in the next few days. We'll get it out to you. We have 2 Wii knives on the stream. Yes, we do. We've got JD's got one there, and then I just got this guy in. So really interesting design for sure. Yeah,
Ironically, that's the only Wii knife in my collection.
really.
It's the only one.
Yeah, that's funny. It has Frieza in Form 4, silver and purple.
That's kind of cool.
Does sound cool.
You don't even know who Frieza is.
I do not, but I'm freezing just thinking about it. No? You didn't like that? Okay. I think I lost her right there. You
Yeah,
can
I'm
go
going
now.
upstairs.
Both of you are frequently on my big screen. There you go, Jim. Does your wife ever cry when she walks into the room?
I will say pin and pin blades. The Wiis that I find that I usually like are designed outside or outhouse.
There you go.
I like my newest knife.
Oh, you would. So for those that didn't know, I was thinking about either giving away the Kentucky Holler Jack or keeping it. And then she came on my stream and talked about how beautiful it was. So I had to give her that. So it's in her possession now. My between Scarlett probably has like 5 or 6 knives that were meant for giveaways that end up staying here, and Ashlyn probably has 1 or 2. But yeah, it's hilarious. They come down, they're like, "Oh, I would like that." JD sold his Roxy. Uh-oh.
I think you made the right choice.
My Roxy 3. I did love that knife though.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool knife for sure.
Here you go.
So
you have one more guess.
Okay, wait. She wants to show the bunny off. He's still looking like a weirdo, by the way. So he had to get surgery like around his eye because he had 2 rows of eyelashes and they were poking him.
Oh
so they had to like trim him back, so he looks quite weird right now. He's got giant bug eyes.
Oh wow.
See that where they shaved him back?
Yeah.
It's been 2 or 3 weeks. Doesn't seem to be growing out. He also had something else shaved off, but we won't talk about that. Poor guy. He's looking at me like, why did you let her do that to me? I had nothing to do with it, buddy. Nothing. Nope.
I guess the knife guy question would be, which knife did you use to shave him?
Yeah. I did not. The very expensive vet did. Oh gosh. Hey, Justin Time, what's up? Good to see you. Okay. Now this is another topic on my radar for tonight. I like every knife JD puts scales on. Let's see, Ash. Bye. So I would be very interested in the design by him. Very cool, says Mike. Now, JD tends to do more of the mods, like adding scales to his stuff. He even has done some Anna work and different stuff like that. And I obviously don't. If you watched my live stream on me putting the Applied Weapons Tech scales on my Sage 5, it was one of the most painful things I've ever done. So I've told JD I'm going to be at some point buying new scales for my Manix 2, and I'm going to send it to him with some money or something and say, here.
Oh, you don't need to send him money. No. You have to.
But you must really enjoy that, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
yeah, it's just on a Spyderco, man. That was not easy. And I also struggled. When I did my Deca, my Hogue Deca, I struggled with that one too. So
So growing up, I wrenched on cars forever.
Very
So
cool.
I had a WRX. I had completely built out, had like straight cut gears, which are like racing gears, put into the gearbox and put it in. So working on cars far more complex than nice stuff, but
Yeah,
it kind of
yep.
it's something that over time doing kind of has given me like a release, like something to center focus on and just kind of let everything else melt away. So that I enjoy that. Like I like doing puzzles. I like taking stuff apart and putting it back together. So all of that just really kind of helps me again focus. It's a nice way to kind of relax and just let everything else on my mind kind of escape.
That is cool. I don't look. Here's the thing. I've taken apart 1 billion frame locks and liner locks and never had an issue. But there's just something about a compression lock or
Ball cage.
a ball cage, that I just had some issues with. But that's just me. For the knife, JD isn't designing. Would he prefer Best Tech Riot for the OEM?
I'm gonna go with QB, man. I think pound for pound, dollar for dollar, they punch above. Like I feel like they punch above what their price point is. I
Right.
love that because I would want something to be affordable. I don't want to go out, all out and have a full integral knife for my first drop because not that many people are going to get to experience it. And I would like to see what the community has to say about something that I may or may not theoretically put out.
Yeah. Hey, Brian F. Good to have you here. Kevin Smith says, me too, JD. Love modding. I take every one of mine apart, if not just for skiffs. Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, and I do a lot of my knives. I just don't do it necessarily with compression locks and stuff that's a little more complicated.
Spyderco's took a little bit more effort. Like it wasn't anything dramatic, but it definitely I would say the crossbar locks on a bug out were like the most challenging thing for me in the beginning, and now
Yep.
it's like a 20-minute,
Gotten
15
used
minute
to it,
video
yeah.
at worst. But
And I
then
probably would
Spyderco
do
would be
better
next
second time
most.
around. Hey, JR, good to see you as well. Whoops. There we go. Good to see you, JR.
Hey, JR.
Howdy. 114 people in here just to see JD here. Justin, Ohio. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Button lock can be, yes, very much, Jim. I agree. Warranty voided. On a Spyderco, all you got to do is turn a screw and you've voided the warranty. So, yep. What's the for you, JD? What's the worst knife you've taken apart? I would say the Hodeca for me. Bar none.
There was a crossbar locking Kershaw, and I can't remember which one it was, and it didn't have. I think they put too much thread locker on my version or my specific example. It didn't have any captive barrels, and everything was just spinning, and it was so thread lock I couldn't get it apart. So to me, it's more like it's not an over engineering thing, but it's just when you get stuck and you can't get one apart. To me, that's like the worst. You're down there trying to hit it with the heat. You're trying to impact it.
Yeah, I need to remind Kubi not to go crazy on the Loctite for the downdrafts. They kind of did on the microjets. It was quite a pain in the butt. Hello, John Paul and Zach. I'll give you a shout out anytime, you smart aleck. $2 super chat from Zach. That's my guy right there. There you go, Zach.
My unmodded one out there for you.
Yeah, unmodded, but you still have a clip on yours. Mine broke, so but it's all good. Hey Zach, what's up, man?
I better put them studs on this weekend before Keith hunts me down.
Yep. And he will too.
Yep. Yeah,
Zach
I definitely feel like crossbar locks are the most challenging though. You guys this one here is from CMB. I actually rather like this one though.
That's a cool looking handle.
This is the Brave Men from CMB. It's a hand rub set and finish the whole blade.
That is pretty cool.
But if you look at it, there's it's a cartridge, and they internally mounted the screw. I know you're not going to be able to see it on the screen, but the screw is on the inside, and I just don't have the lighting to hit
I
it.
see it. I see it.
Yeah. So instead of it's unscrewing from the outside to disassemble it,
That's pretty cool.
you gotta remove the crossbar lock that was on it. I
Oof.
mean, it took me 35 minutes to get this apart and back together.
Sounds interesting to me.
That was the most challenging one in recent memory.
That's crazy. Yeah, that seems like that one would be a little tougher.
So let me ask you this. I noticed that you have a fixed blade more often in your rotation. So tell me about how you've come across including fixed blades more often.
It really happened by chance, and the reason is I just always wrote off fixed blades as a daily carry. They were always in my mind for around a campfire, hiking, so on, so on, so on, so on. And then somebody, you know, I this was well before I designed the Dust Devil, but I started seeing some smaller fixed blades, and I don't remember what the first one was that really did it, but I got some small ones. Oh, you know what? It might have been the LT Wright Daily Carry Fixie, which is about a 6.8, 6.9 inch knife, and it just was like, hey, I could do this. But I got to tell you, that one didn't even work. And the reason was I don't care about carrying a fixed blade in my pocket, because if I'm doing that, I've already got folders in these, like this pocket. So now if I'm putting it down here in the cargo pocket, it's whapping me in the leg the whole time. So I didn't care for that. So that's one of the reasons I said, okay, I'm going to design this small fixed blade. It's perfect for my hand. And I'm going to put a Kydex sheath on it, and I'm going to carry it on the front on a, you know. And so once I started carrying stuff, scout carry with a strap, that was really what did it. Very nice, Tim. Very nice, Tim. Small knives are the best, says Tim. In the case of a fixed blade, they really are. And then obviously I started seeing some of Aries knives in, which I happen to have. It just, if you give me something that's easy to carry, it's out of the way. When I carry one on my waist, no one would know it's there. Sometimes I forget they're there. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to carry them. And these little guys, now I don't, honestly, I would prefer just a little more handle, as you can see, because I kind of, but does this work for, you know, pull it out at work? Nobody's going to be scared. You pull this little guy out, you make a cut, you open a box, because I'm doing stuff like that at work all the time. I'm cutting, you know, tie wraps or whatever. And, you know, this is something that's not going to scare anybody, if that makes any sense. So I think, so it's like interchangeable for me. It gives me more options too. If you think about it this way, half the time what I'm doing is I'm doing a locker primary, a locker secondary, and a slip joint. Well, now I can do a locker primary, a slip joint, and a fixed blade, or I can do, you know what I mean? It just seems to give me more options. And like, you know, we're always trying to carry more stuff because we got more stuff in to review. We're trying to give it some pocket time, some use time, that kind of stuff. Yeah. So what about you? I mean, I think I've seen you with like the Asher Little Buddy and a few like that. But I've kind of went on a roll here with small fixed blades, and I would actually like to get
you definitely, like, you've been very good about, I've seen a lot of your pics on Instagram, and I'm like, Casey definitely does a great job of rotating it in. And it's interesting that you were talking about the appendix carry and the scout carry, because what I've done, and that's why they don't get into the rotation as much, I actually am substituting it for the folder and then pulling in like a slip joint or a modern traditional to carry with it. So that's why they hadn't made it into the inventory as much. But I thought about looking into those leather loops that you were talking about to try to do that, maybe do some scout.
So the loops, and I tell people, and again, sorry for my having to look at my whatever here, but it's like, please tell me my fly zipped. Anyway, that would be so me. But Yeah, it's a I think it's vinyl actually, but these are from Holster Builder on Amazon. They come 2 in a pack for $12. And I literally just carry it like that. And I mean, JD, for the most part, nobody's ever going to realize it's there.
Nah.
It's very
Right.
there's not a lot of printing going on. It's not and it's super easy to do. So and I think that's one of the reasons I like I've actually I don't get this anymore, but I used to get all the time. Stop carrying your own knives so much. But I carried a snot out of a dust devil just simply because it's a very easy, convenient knife, and it's not going to scare anybody. And it's super versatile in what it can do. I use this half the time when I pack a lunch for work to slice up cheese or meat or whatever, and it's easy. Yep, loops are a game changer. I totally agree. The handle faces the other direction. Are you left-handed, Aries? Wait a minute. I'm confused. I don't think he's left-handed. Yeah, see, I wouldn't want it. So you're pulling it out like this? So maybe he's left-handed and I just missed it. I guess I got to hear. By the way, speaking of Aries, I obviously don't have, they're blooms. This is the bloom cliff. So the bloom is more of a drop point, I believe. But he's got how many Aries? 5 or 6 blooms dropping tomorrow. Let us know what time, Aries. Dropping tomorrow at sometime during the day. I think 6 p.m. is what I got in my head. Great little knives. Just really easy to carry. Really cool. Not left-handed. Right side draw. I'm very confused. But okay. You said the other way. So I've got it like this. This is my right hand, and I'm drawing it out this way. You're saying you have the handle facing the other way. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just trying to 6 blooms dropping at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. Very cool. And NASA's got it as well. Yeah, Big Jim, this was a fundraiser they did. This is a pretty cool shirt. They did this for the North Carolina flood victims and the California fire victims.
Nice.
So I thought that was a really nice. I had to support it. So, yep, very, very cool. There you go. Tim's got you a link and everything. So bookmark that link. They will go fast. Sorry, Robert. My apologies. That wasn't how you had it. Yes, it was. Okay, fine. All right. But anyway, and then JD, look at this one too. This is Aries Cardinal XL, and this is just a 4-finger for me. Yeah. This one, right at and yeah. So I've got my rock hopper right here, which is again going to be the same size as that bloom, but a fatter handle. And you can see still 3-finger, but he just made a rock hopper XL, which I had in for review. And I'm going to be carrying that one a lot when it gets back here. It's going to Zach right now.
Yeah, I like those scales.
Coming back to me. But this actually glows. All the green on this one glows like crazy.
It looks like it. I like the color combo.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah, the combo of the blade and the handle. Very kind of different, but it feels wonderful. I mean, this feels really nice in the hand. Really, really nice. Aries does some really good stuff. And he's a pretty good dude too. That helps. You feel, that's the other thing. We talk about community. I like feeling linked with makers too, with designers, absolutely. With makers, that kind of thing. It definitely makes a big difference for me. Aries books are filling up. Oh, are they open again? I didn't even know we opened them yet. I wasn't going to buy one this month anyway. So
that's
very
awesome.
Cool.
Filled up so fast.
That's awesome. Hey, Craig, what's up? Good to see you. What else, guys? Any other? Okay, well, that's a great question. I got one right there. JD, do you like slip joints? And if so, do you have a favorite?
I do. Right now, my favorite is actually the Spear Point Hedgehog from traditional pocket knives. Like that's
Spear
been my
hog.
favorite, most carried here as of late.
Very cool. They filled in like 4 minutes. That's awesome. Good for you, Aries. Good for you.
All right, Casey, I'm gonna have to call it. I promised my wife that as I got close to her
Yep.
bedtime, I'd
No,
wrap
you're
it up.
good. You're good. I was about to say that actually.
Yeah.
I've
Thanks
kept
for
you
having me
long
on,
enough.
man. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
All right, guys. So if you haven't checked out JD's channel, definitely do so. Daily Gear Guide. He does a really good job. And like somebody said earlier, if you don't like spastic, you can go listen to Calm and Soothing. And so there you go. Thank you for being here,
Yeah,
JD.
thanks,
Have a good
Casey.
evening. Tell your wife thank you for letting you come on. So
Oh, absolutely, man. I appreciate it. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one.
all right, have a good one. All right, very cool. Did you pick the hawk? Oh, Jim got in. All right, good for you. I wondered why it got quiet in here for a minute. Everybody was trying to get on Aries books. Why are you dropping stuff in the middle of my stream? Oh. We love you anyway. Which one did you get, Jim? What are you getting? I don't see it. Well, I'll just have to be surprised. Oh, yesterday. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Sorry, I can't keep up. Aries is always busy. It's hard for me to keep up with myself. I have no idea. Uh-oh, now what? Hold on, I'm answering somebody. Somebody's asking me a question and I can't do it yet. So, all right. So, books were yesterday. Very cool. So, I'm just going to show, well, I think I've shown everything that's over here actually. Oh, don't forget on shoot, is it Thursday or Friday? Friday, the 28th, the Finch Knife Company Straight Dog is coming. This was sent to me by Finch, but I really like the feel of this handle. I like the knife overall. This one's still breaking in. I think the coating is still, but you can see, I mean, it's not a problem. It's fine. It's just needs a little bit more break in on that. The D10 is good, just needs to break in for sure. I got on the books getting a pistol. Nice, Robert. I have not put out the Tenable Shard video yet. I need to record it probably tomorrow or Wednesday, and then it'll get up next week, most likely. Yeah, it is a dogleg style. Yeah, very much like a dogleg. Good catch. And it's a dogleg with kind of a fat clip or maybe even a clip spay or something like that. It needs to be bigger. There's Kurt. Always wanting the bigger stuff. This is the Finch Stray Dog, dropping this Friday in 3 versions. Very cool indeed. We'll go look at them real quick. Hold on. Let's go look at the Finch Knife Company. We're going to go look. They've got it listed on their website now. So let's go over here and take a look. Stop screen, add screen. I'm getting better at this. Not bad. All right. So here's the stray dog. You can see we have a nice stray dog there, just to point out that this is called the stray dog. Come on. All right. So we've got dropping on the 28th at noon Eastern or 11 Central. We got the Fat Carbon Snowfire. We got the Cream Soda Resin. And we got the Sequoia Green micarta. Now, wait a minute. Are the prices? They're not going to be on here. I got to go over to TPK. Give me a second. I can't remember. I did my video on it already, but I cannot remember. It's going to be right. Where is it? Did I pass it? Oh, come on. Don't do that to me. Where is it? Frog leg. Am I just blind? All right, hold on. It's on here. I know it is. Stray dog. All right, here we go. They are so these two, the cream soda resin and the Sequoia micarta, are the same price. They are $149. There are no codes. It's $149 for those. And I believe, if I remember correctly, this guy is $175 for the fat carbon with the Snowfire fat carbon. Yep, $175. So there you go. That is the options. And again, they drop this week. And by the way, I got asked this a lot. So let's show this real quick so you can see this. If you scroll down the page here, stop doing that. All right. You will see right here, manufactured by. Do you see that? QSP. A lot of people thought these were Best Tech. This, I believe, unless somebody wants to correct me, is the first QSP made Finch. I'm pretty sure. Boker Corn Cob. Yeah, I saw that. Yep. The Kalashnikov. Yep. So, yep. Thanks for putting that link up, Tim. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Tim. So yeah, they're coming. No, the wait a minute, you're right. They are all QSP. What am I saying? See, I'm getting confused. All their stuff has been QSP except a few. Wow. And I think I said that in the video too, but I'm not going to redo it. I'll just put a super up that says, I'm stupid. You're right. I'm losing it. I don't know why it felt like something totally different, but it did. You're right. Oops. Losing it. All right. So let's take that down. Thank you again. Yeah, they are made by QSP. I'm losing it. Now everybody's going to be like, what's he talking about on his video? Oh, well, I'm not re-recording the video. It is what it is. I don't have time. What else? What else have we not shown here? I think we've I didn't show much of this yet. Matter of fact, yeah, let's just show this. This is the Orion Ares, and Ares, I think, or Aries or something. I don't know. Anyway, it is a compound ground Tanto with a pivot lock. And I don't know what it is. I keep reaching for a flipper tab. It feels like it should have a flipper tab, but I'm crazy and it's okay. So I don't know if those have dropped yet, Brian. We'll go do a search for that. Oh, Father, do you know if the knife has dropped yet? The OAL, the OA Zen OAL, is it dropped yet? Let's go do a search real quick. So let's share my screen again, and let's go over here and let's go knife Zen OAL. Oh, yeah, I saw it right there. Hold on, let me go back. Right here. So it looks like it's available right there at knife, and I will give you this. Now, if this is not on sale, you ought to be able to use my code that's in my description. I cannot remember. Hey, Addicted to Blades member for 5 months. What's up, Blade Addicts? Very cool. But it's $189. But I think my code should work because I don't think it's on sale. I'm not sure. So look in the description. That'll tell you my code. I cannot even remember what it is. It's like KF10, I think. I think it's KF10. If it doesn't work, I'm sorry. I'm trying. But there is the link in the chat. Very cool. $189. What's the steal on it? I didn't even look. $189. And it is in... What? Boy, I'd love to read it. CPM something. Yeah, I have no idea. It's in CPM something. But let's go right here and we will find out. Because I cannot read it on the blade. Because I am absolutely blind. Specifications are right there. It is S45. Very cool. So different kind of aluminum and S45. Pretty good price if you ask me. I like it. Very nice. And again, the Orion Eras. I'm not sure if these are still available. Yeah, it kind of does. Pins, but it's designed by the same guy, Ken Onion. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that. But there you go. Very cool looking knife. Yeah, CPM something is one of my favorites. David, come on. All right. You guys are so nice to me. And we showed the Ripley. We showed that one. I don't know what I'm thinking about this. The Klingman here, the Civivi Klingman. It's very comfortable in the hand, but you have a very forward blade. It is hollow ground, very thin blade, like thin and not tall. I'm curious. Let's just see, how does this little guy cut? Oh my gosh, I gotta break some of this cardboard down. It's all too big. All right. Okay. Not bad. Now this cardboard flying everywhere. Not bad. All right. I see you. So that's the Best Damn EDC Taylor Martin knife from Civivi. Very interesting design, to say the least. So we'll be reviewing that one. Hello, Miranda Wilmore. Good to see you. Oh, the Overland was TJ Schwartz. Okay. Interesting. I don't know, Pins. Yeah, that's probably it, Anasso. Yep, that's why I think that's what made me confused. But I generally stay confused, so it's okay. Well, if the link doesn't work, just the best thing I can say is just search Olight. So, and I put a link up to it, I think. You can don't feel obligated to use my affiliate link. Just there you go, right there. Okay? Don't worry about it. You are not obligated to use my link in any way. And if it doesn't work, it's probably because they changed something and didn't tell me. Oh, Jim says it worked. So I don't know. Oh, gotcha, Tim. Gotcha. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, because it cropped it off. Yep. All right, so we're going to wrap this up and head toward the giveaway because I am tired and I want to kind of chill for the rest of the evening and then go to bed early. Ooh, I like that. Anyway. Okay. Very cool. Thank you, Kathleen. All right, so let's start toward the giveaway, and I'm gonna be all backwards tonight. I'm actually gonna show what you're gonna win before we do the drawing. So let's do that. First things first, we have this might be my last one. I don't know. I'll have to look. This is a Kelly White knee knocker, ball tapper, or whatever you want to call it. Big, heavy one here. Very nicely done. Kelly does really good work on that. Then we have, oh, you know what? I didn't even put one out. Dag, got it? It's because there's 1,000 butter knives sitting on top of it. Okay. We have a Tool Along sailboat from our buddy Tim B. Thank you again, Tim. Very cool. There'll be one of those in there. It's a little multi-tool sailboat with a carabiner. All right, we got the giant bag of swag here. Ooh, don't forget that. All right, we're going to put Killer Robot Bunny in the bag so we don't forget it. Killer Robot Bunny number 121. Okay. And we have Butternubs Fast number 193. You know what's funny is starting next week, the butter knives are going to change a little bit. Scarlett, our party city in our town, was going out of business and may have gone out by now. And she got a whale of a deal on colored silverware, or not silverware, party. And look, this is just a small look. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes up there. There's probably 400 butter knives in here, but these are way bigger. They're huge in comparison. But yeah, look, it's like me versus so we got butter knife XL now, probably starting next week. Very cool. All right, let's see what else is in here tonight. We've got all kinds. There's big red stickers. There's big red patch in there. There's one of these Knives Fast Bluminati Ninja. What is that? A string or a hair or something? Not mine. Bluminati patch. There are Oh Father stickers. There's a really cool Rosecraft sticker in here. Oh Father, Bluminati Ninja, pins and pin blades, Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Whoa, Keith the Knife Freak. Member for 39 months. Nice, sir. Yeah, party pack of party knives. Yep. So that's the swag pack. And Keith gets a Daleka salute. Keith is leaving, I guess. Have a great one. See you, Keith. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Nice. Very nice. All right. So then we have, man, I really went crazy on this giveaway. What is happening here? We've got, this is going to be a full pack. So we've got a Olight, OD Green i3T EOS, i3T2 EOS. We've got, check this out, a Rosecraft Beaver Creek Barlow in Stag. Win it. Yeah, I mean, this thing is pretty sweet. Rosecraft Beaver Creek Barlow in Red Deer Stag. Ew. And it's all greasy on the, anyway, whatever. Man, I don't know if I'm going to keep everything in here. This is an intense giveaway pack. Man, I'm nice today. What is wrong with me? Next, whoops, that didn't work out so well. Hang on, guys. All right, there we go. That goes over there. Next, in a little drawstring bag, not in the original box, just so you know, this was gifted to the channel for a giveaway. I think this came from, it was either Tori Casey or Gorilla. I think it was Gorilla. And I haven't seen Tori Casey in forever. I hope he's all right. But this is a QSP. I think it's the Parrot. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's the QSP Parrot. Very nice little knife in very good shape with micarta. Very nice to have this one in the giveaway. Yep. So that's going in there. Parrot. Yep. Thank you, Tim. Shoot. I don't even know my own name. All right. And I guess there's one more thing in here. Jeez, oh crap. What was I thinking? I can't wait to ship this. This is going to be fun. No, it's not that bad. I've had this down here forever, and I keep meaning to give it away, and I keep forgetting to give it away. This is the X-Took pocket keychain knife. And good luck if you're good enough to front flip this thing, then you go for it. For me, it's a flip open like this kind of knife, but this is a little tiny Damascus and titanium keychain knife from X-Took. And yes, it actually does cut. Actually a cool little guy. So that's going in there as well. Scarlett has one of these already, and she likes it, and that one's going in the giveaway. All right, so that's what we have. Let's put these up here. All right, that's what we have for the giveaway tonight. Yeah, they are. All right, so let's do this. Let me get a thingamajigger ready. Oh, matter of fact, that's great. I'm not going to do that to you guys. I'm not going to do it. Oh, gosh, that would be funny, though. Make you guys actually work for it. Let's just do... I had hashtag thingamajigger, but we won't do that. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, come on. All right, here's what we're going to do. All right, start collecting entries. Here we go. Here is your lovely hashtag for the night, if I can get it to work. Now, don't forget, before I do that, there are some rules. Rules are as follows, okay? So we're only going to keep this up for about 2 minutes. Please only use one account. If you use multiples and I catch you, I will disqualify you. You do have to have a U.S. mailing address. Do not play. If you do not have a U.S. mailing address, again, you have to be here when I draw for the night because I will give you some instructions. All right, here you go. Boom. Pinion rules is your hashtag. No, that's not it, Tim. Hashtag do it. Send it. Oh, goodness. Hashtag it is what it is. That would have worked. Thingamajigger. I didn't do it. Let's see. That is how I spelled it, though, David. Dang it, I should have left it. Oh, Frank Moore with the $5 Canadian. Where did it go? It went ripping off the screen. There we go, Frank. Thank you, buddy. I know you're way up north there, freezing cold probably, and making us all smile with your $5 Canadian super chat there. Appreciate you, my friend. Are you really not going to focus? You suck. All right. There we go. All right. Thank you very much, Frank. Lots of opinion rules in the chat. We got about another minute and a half. And we will go from there. All right. Where was I? Sorry, I got distracted by a couple of messages there. All right, less than a minute, and we will wrap this up and do the draw. Never going to give you up. Yes, I'm dying. No, I'm super tired now. So I don't ever sleep. So at some point, I tend to just start drifting. So sorry. All right, so about 30 seconds. Yeah, hit that like button. Yep. Nice, Waylon. Thank you, man. That is awesome. If I win, give it to Keith the Knife Freak. There you go. Ed, how you doing, Ed? Everybody say hey to Ed. I haven't seen you, Ed. You've probably been here and I'm just pathetic and missed you. Cheyenne Harmon, hello. Lots of lurkers in here. We have 116 people. All right. 10 seconds till we draw. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam! 91 entries. Very, very, very cool. Let us see who that winner is going to be. Bam! Dwayne Letterman. What is up, Dwayne? Let me know you are here. Brian Kerr's in the house. Hello, sir. Hey, Jim Miller. Not quite 2 years, but almost there. Thank you for your support, Jim. Appreciate you, man. There is your Daleka salute for Mr. Miller. Thank you, Jim. There he is. Hello, Dwayne. Well, Dwayne, you got a giant pack of stuff. Congratulations for sure. I saw you in there, but it flew past so quick I couldn't even share it on the screen. So let's just let's take a second to cram all this in a mailer. We'll see if it all fits, Dwayne. Whatever doesn't fit, we're gonna just throw in the trash. No, it's gonna fit. I'm kidding. It's all, these mailers are the best. The best, the best, the best. All right, there we go. It all fits. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very cool. Oh, wait a minute. We missed somebody there. Pins and Pin Blade says, thanks for the great stream. Member for 1 month. Appreciate you, Pins. Now, Dwayne, I need you to do me a favor. I would like for you to send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com, and a screen grab. If you can do it, a screen grab of you on the stream there with your logo and all that stuff. Whatever you can do, just, help me out. But I need your name and your address, and I will get this ready to mail out to you like right after the stream. As soon as you send it, you'll get tracking pretty quickly. All right. Well, very cool, Dwayne. That is awesome. And what's your name? Robert, I'll get this out to you as soon as I can, man. I'll see if I can get it ready to go tomorrow too. But yeah, really, really good to see everybody. And again, look at this. We're finishing right when I wanted to finish, right at 9:30, which is absolutely perfect. Rolf, I hope you have a good one as well. All right, let's go through all of the gifts and member chats tonight. Just one big Daleka salute. You ready? Here we go. David Tooley started it off with gifting a membership, and then DK came in and gifted a membership. And then, yeah, I'm not going to show that, but anyway, that one came along and gave $5, and I did briefly show it because I missed it, but anyway, whatever. Kevin Smith and Knives gifted one membership. Zach Stuff with the $2 super chat. This is Addicted to Blades 2 member for 5 months. Keith the Knife Freak member for 39 months. Frank Moore with the $5 Canadian super chat. Jim Miller, not quite 2 years for his membership chat. Pins and Pin Blades member for 1 month. Awesome. Thank each and every one of you for all your incredible support. Even the name that I'm not going to say. Thank you for your support. So there you go. All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap it up there. I hope everybody had a good time. I know we're all crazy here, but JD was awesome. It was a really good stream. I appreciate you guys. Give me a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all. And thanks to all of you for being here. Let's see. We did have some new people in here tonight. So let's see if the, we're at 27,453 subs. So we're right where we were, which is fine with me. Really, really cool for sure. So thanks to each and every one of you folks for being here. Have a great evening. And don't forget to send me that email, Craig Knivesfast at Gmail. Craig. Dwayne Letterman, I read Craig and said Dwayne in my head and it didn't come out right. So, but Dwayne, definitely do that. And much love, everyone. Be up. Yes, exactly, Ed. And everybody have a great night. And thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel. See ya.